Tracking the dodge.
Known preferences.
Nerve.
None promises.
I love you, Cosmo.
All right. 66.6 KSOY Tofu Ghost Radio. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we effed? I don't know. My fucking internet just took a fucking shit on itself. It shit all over itself. So decided to give it a sec for, I don't know, whatever. But we're back. What's up, everybody? Get your engine started, baby. I'm your shotgun. I got your back. What's up, Speed Razor? What's going on? All right. I guess let's get into it. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what the fuck happened. Just hard effed. Like, we went straight to the stream being off instead of like the little purgatory that it allows you usually. It just went straight to off. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Anyway, but we're back. We're back. We're gonna give it another try. What's up, Chris the Nerd? What's up, Celtic? What's up, Mello? What's up, Durank Dank? What's up, Speed Razor? What's up, Spike Trees? What's up, Tech Tink? What's up, Lily the Chaos God? What's up, Mike B? Who else is in here? Who else up in his bit? Pajama Jamma, Cryptid, Midnight Dime, Ashtray. What's up, everybody? Dezarco, Glue and Crayons, J Logic. Yo, Celtic, thank you for gifting to You're Awesome and Amazing. Aw. 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 What a wholesome username. That is such a wholesome username. What's up, Bounce House? Just everywhere you go, every chat you enter, you're just spreading those good vibes. Wow. Wowj. Anyway, thank you, Celtic. Also, everybody go follow Celtic right now. You should do it. streamer extraordinaire, recently recent affiliate. Go follow, do it now. Recently affiliated? What's up? What the fuck, Donnie? Amy Goodman didn't even say we got 10 seconds, just a hard out. Right. Yo, my internet really did an Amy Goodman hard fucking hard cut. What the? Oh, we gotta delete the BTTV. Did you already? You gotta delete the BTTV emote so that you can fucking, you know, be a capitalist and you know. No, we can keep it up. No, you can't. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You have to do the thing. Come on. Anyways, how's everybody doing? How are you all feeling this evening? Let's pretend like we weren't here for like 5 minutes a little bit ago. This is also BTTV. Okay, well, you need to delete them. I'll do it. This freaking guy here. Did you stream all night? Stream starting. We just started right now. This is the very beginning. We got a lot to look at today, chat. We got a lot to do. Not that much, actually. But some, you know, some significant things. We're gonna look at this real quick while I have some, you know, California West Coast people awake. Obviously, everybody would be interested to know in gang members in the police departments. You know, obviously this affects everyone, but in classic Southern California fashion, not LASD this time, but the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department has had a lot of fucked up shit going on for them lately, and this is the latest thing that came out. Chat, remember subathon maybe next weekend? Yes, we're not gonna do it this weekend because I feel too pressured. I need like a week to prepare because I need to like get like widgets. I need to figure out how to do all that. You know, I don't know how to do all that. I'm gonna figure out like the rules or whatever. But yeah, let's shoot for next weekend. I'm gonna do a fucking subathon. We're shooting for next weekend. Keep up in the Discord though. We also have this from Washington Post, which is worded really weirdly, so we're gonna take a look at that. Let's see. Hello, zoomies. There we go. We obviously have all the headlines that we're gonna look at first, as we usually do. Top 5 stories you need to know today from Reuters. Top stories from Associated Press, news wrap from PBS NewsHour, and then top US and world headlines from Democracy Now!, aka Democracy, in a little bit. We have updates on the $30 million cash heist in Los Angeles. I love this story. I love this story. I fucking love this story. It's like the biggest heist in Los Angeles history. Amazing stuff. We have unfortunate news. Well, I mean, yeah, unfortunate news from Baltimore. Body of third victim in Baltimore bridge collapse recovered. I guess that is like positive news, sort of. That the you know, I don't know. It's just updates on Baltimore bridge. Brooklyn, China. Okay, there was an earthquake in New York, and obviously, like, that's fucking rare as fuck. So, like, seeing Twitter just light up instantly was so funny because it's just like, now you know what it's like to be like in LA, and like at just LA Twitter, just everybody wakes up and tweets whenever there's an earthquake, and like instantly everything that I saw on Twitter was all about New York having an earthquake. But we'll take a look at that. This is a fucking crazy story, or just funny. Brooklyn China shop spared as earthquake rattles New York. Imagine being a China shop in Brooklyn in like a super fucking rare earthquake. That's just, wow. I don't know. That just makes me laugh for some reason. That concept is hilarious to me. Watch moment earthquake interrupts UN Security Council in New York City, which is interesting. We'll go from there to international news. This is the funniest fucking headline I've ever read. Yelling to China, you're making too much stuff. You need to stop. You need to stop. Stop making so much shit. We can't help ourselves. You know that we love consuming things. Americans consume shit. We did this to ourselves, but you need to stop. It's hurting my feelings. Please, for the love of God. Yes, stop making so much shit. Oh my God. This is the fucking funniest headline ever. Ever. Janet Yellen to China. You're making too much stuff. You. Oh, it's so funny. All right. And then we'll move on from there to Blinken, Tony, welcoming steps to more aid into Gaza, but says that it may not be enough. What an interesting, very dramatic shift in rhetoric from like yesterday or the day before to this. My goodness gracious. We're going to look at that. Israel draws international outrage after airstrike kills 7 aid workers. Israel army says it dismissed officers, 2 officers, over aid convoy strike. Oh, so it's good then. Oh, we're all good here then. Everybody stop being mean to Israel now. Allow us to continue our genocide, please. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office says it will allow, quote, temporary aid deliveries. Temporary. They're telling you that if everything that we're going to do just because we're receiving an international, backlash over the murder of 7 WCK workers, we're gonna do some shit, but we're only gonna do it for a little bit until you guys, move on to the next story, hopefully, and forget about this. Fucking amazing shit. And we're gonna read this garbage article from the Washington Post about it as well. And from there, then we'll get into fun stuff. Well, I mean, okay, so we're gonna watch hella Fantano today. Yesterday we watched Fantano's video with the collab between him and Emily Hopkins, where he like learned how to play the harp or whatever. Excuse me. Where he learned how to play the harp or whatever. But I guess Emily Hopkins also put out a video on her channel a couple days ago that I didn't see, featuring him. I hired a professional reviewer to fix my channel, so that might be kind of funny. But mostly, I've been seeing all this shit on Twitter, and I've been completely out of the loop. And as like a music head, like a rap a fan, a rap head, a rap enjoyer, I've been really out of the loop on this shit right here. So this is a new video right here from Fantano. J. Cole responded and it's bad. And I've seen the lyrics of his new song, and I tried to listen to it the other day, but I only listened to it like on my phone speaker, so I didn't really like actually listen to it, where he's apparently dissing, like responding to Kendrick. I don't know. Apparently there's a whole beef going on. I have no idea like what any of it is about. So I'm gonna learn. All right. I'm gonna learn about it. And then we can do some gaming. We also have like other random fun shit that we could watch if we feel like doing reacts. You just pre-watched it, really? A full album with jabs? Oh man. I mean, I'm inclined. Okay, my initial knee-jerk reaction is to probably think that whatever is going on, Kendrick is probably in the right. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's like Kendrick. I trust Kendrick more than I trust any of the three, whether it's Drake, J. Cole, or Kendrick. Like, I definitely trust Kendrick. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I saw that the bar from J. Cole and his song was something about like he sees something, like he said something about a trans, like being trans, and it was really cringe. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna learn all about it today. Oh god. Also, what's up, Jaina? How are you? Cole is such a disappointment. Yeah, I mean, I always thought he was way overrated. Like, people want to lift up J. Cole as one of the greatest rappers out right now because, you know, it's like Kendrick and J. Cole and Drake are like at the top echelons. They're like the top 40 artists that are also like, you know, considered to be like good rappers. But it's usually comes down to like Kendrick and J. Cole as being like held up as like the rappers of our time, which, I mean, in a strictly top 40 sense is fine and true and accurate, but obviously it completely disregards that there's like obviously an entire world of rap out there that isn't included when you talk about like the top 40. You know, so there's like plenty of great rappers out there, but like I said, I'm inclined to feel like whatever Kendrick is talking about is probably what's going on. So we'll see. We'll see. Ignore Topher, who her top artist was Drake. Listen, as a millennial, dude, we've gone over this, motherfucker. Okay, we've gone over this. As a millennial, okay, it's impossible for your like artist, your top artist of the past decade, to not have been Drake. It's impossible. There's too many. Like, he literally has the most hits of the past decade. Like, he has outdone the Beatles. Like, it's impossible. It's impossible. He was like the top artist of everybody, like whether you like him or not. Even if you hate him, he was probably your top artist just because out of the sheer fact of hits. Like, it's just a mathematical thing. That is speculation. That bar is not for sure about K-Dot, but it's no doubt weird. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing, is like I haven't been keeping up with any of this. So I need to dive into it, and y'all need to help me along too if you have any info, because all I have is the Anthony Fantano videos, and I trust Anthony Fantano to cover it, you know, pretty well. But you know, if there's context or things that I'm missing, you know, I'd like to know. J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, all our shit. The GOAT has been dead for years. MF Doom. I mean, that's real, but man, I don't know. I just feel like MF Doom, MF Doom is obviously a legend and is one of the greatest of all time, but like that kind of makes, like, they make like completely different music. Like, I can't even really consider MF Doom to be in the same genre, technically. Like, technically they're all rap, they're all hip hop, right? But like, it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same kind of music, right? Mine isn't. I've listened to more Kanye. I mean, bruh. I mean, Drake is a pop artist. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Damn, I didn't get the tofu is live noti. Okay, I had a feeling that happened when we first went live because there was like nobody in here. I don't know, maybe I just fell off, you know, but like that, which is fine, you know. But like, I don't know, usually by the time that we like, I come off my what's it called, my starting soon screen, we have like at least like 50 to 60 people, you know, after like 20 minutes of a starting soon screen. But there was like only fucking 30 people in here. It's like, what case? So something's going on. And then I happened to F. So like I can't help but feel like it's connected. It's all connected, man. The real ones are here. True. Wait, are we effing? Don't tell me we're effing. I only got the Discord noti. No, okay. Wait, are we? Wait. Stop gaslighting me. Chat is gaslighting me. Nah, just Giga lives right now. You'll get them in an hour. Oh, yeah. No, motherfuckers are gaslighting me again. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's start it off. I have no daily dose of internet or anything like that, but I do have this. Breaking news, chat. Seal says, wah, ow, 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 ow. Uh-huh. Right. That's right. Tell us more. Do you have anything else you'd like to tell the people? Yes, I understand. Thank you. Now back to you in the studio, Tofu Ghost. Let's get into the top headlines of the day. We'll start off with the top 5 stories you need to know today from Reuters. Let's go. Number 1, the UN Human Rights Council adopts a resolution calling for Israel to be held accountable for possible war crimes and crimes against humanity in the Gaza Strip. Israel dismissed the resolution as a distorted text. Because of course they did. Number 2, Donald Trump suffers twin legal setbacks as judges reject his calls to dismiss criminal charges over the former U.S. president's efforts to overturn his 2020 loss in Georgia and his keeping classified records after leaving office. Number 3, U.S. President Joe Biden issues an ultimatum to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to protect Palestinian civilians and foreign aid workers in Gaza. Or Washington could rein in support for Israel in its war against Hamas, though we have no details on what that exactly would look like. Number 4, Taiwan's rescuers face threat of landslides and rockfalls in their search for people still missing from this week's earthquake. Number 5, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says concerns are growing over the global economic fallout from China's excess manufacturing capacity. I prefer to say it like to. I prefer this headline right here. Janet Yellen to China. You're making too much stuff. I like that headline. Making the issue the main focus of 4 days of economic meetings with Chinese officials. All right. Have you seen this yet? Ew, I hate this person. Yeah. This shit is so ass. Like her first, oh dude, okay, her first like viral song like is kind of a bop if you just don't pay attention to who's singing it and what she's saying in the song. You know, you're like, oh yeah, it's like a, you know, whatever. It's like a rip off of like, I don't know, like Fugees style, like rap, like, you know, R&B 90s thing, you know, whatever, a little lo-fi beat thing, whatever. Fine. But then you listen to what she's saying and then you realize who it's coming from and you're just like, oh, this is extremely cringe. My soul tried the best medicine. I've been learning shit from the aliens. Like how we're all connected to the pyramids. Yeah, like she smoked weed one time with her friends, you know, at Coachella. And like when they went to their fucking insanely expensive Airbnb after like their first day, you know what I mean? And she smoked weed for the first time. They also watched like Ancient Aliens, and then she got her entire personality that day. Used to use them for time traveling. Now I'm astral projecting, remembering how to navigate the ether sound hills. It's just like classic, like white woman does fucking shrooms one time and then like cannot stop talking about pyramids and like not realizing how racist what they're saying is. Like no fucking clue. Like, do you see? Like, this is just a caricature. Like, look, the whatever the fuck this eye is called. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the wards off evil spirits. This is a fucking, you know, this is a dream catcher probably made by a white person. Like, she got dream catcher earrings, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Like, these are not real plants. These are plastic plants from Michael's, the arts and crafts store. You know, the aisle that they have that's like a really cool, fun aisle to like take pictures in because it has all the fake plants in it. This is where that's from. No, like, I'm not like, this is, oh, look at me. I'm in my van because van life, you know what I mean? Oh, look at the plants because I'm a hippie, you know? Like, this is so cringe. There's nothing more cringe than this.
True sound transforms DNA, my mind's making things move. Kidney infection, I healed that too.
Kidney infection, I healed that. Bro, okay, now she's actually doing like disinformation, misinformation, if we're being charitable. Bro, do not go to this woman for fucking medical advice.
Doing things your brain can't compute. They'll say it's magic, but you could do it too. Just open up your heart and let it channel through.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Great. Let's move on. An earthquake shook the densely populated New York City metropolitan area Friday morning, with residents across the Northeast reporting rumbling in a region unaccustomed to it. President Joe Brandon got a first-hand look at efforts to clear away the hulking remains of the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore as cranes, ships, and diving crews work to reopen one of the nation's main shipping lanes. The Israeli military has dismissed 2 officers and reprimanded 3 others for their roles in drone strikes in Gaza that killed 7 aid workers. Man, this shit pisses me off so fucking much. On a food delivery mission, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, excuse me, said that Iran's response to the airstrike on their consulate in Damascus, Syria, that killed 2 Iranian generals and 5 officers is inevitable. Oh boy. All right, let's look at this from the PBS News Wrap. Let's go.
Lines, a relatively rare East Coast earthquake rattled much of the northeastern U.S. It frayed nerves but caused no casualties or major damage. As the ground began to tremble in the New York area this morning, some reacted with fear.
The building shook, and I thought that the ceiling above me was going to collapse, actually.
Others with confusion.
We felt the floor shake, and I said, what is that?
No way her name is... Okay. Don't say it. I'm not going to say anything. We're moving on.
Not over the subway.
The U.S. Geological Survey says the 4.8 magnitude earthquake hit near White House Station, New Jersey at 10.
I'm not gonna say it.
23 a.m. and may have been felt by some 42 million people in the region.
Everyone's outside.
New Yorkers temporarily evacuated buildings.
This crack wasn't here.
Others documented.
Damn, bro. Okay, listen. All right, I'm trying. Okay, I've been trying to so hard. I've been holding back making fun of New Yorkers. Okay, I'm sorry. Because it's super rare, you know what I mean? And I get it. You know, like it's scary if it's like your first earthquake, like I get it. But like my Angelino ass is like wants to be like, oh, there's a crack in the fucking sidewalk, bro. Like, welcome to fucking Los Angeles, dumbass. Like, dude. Yeah, man, like that's what happens. Like, we have hella cracks in our sidewalks, and it's just, I don't know, get it together, guys. All right, I got it all out. Now I'm gonna be empathetic from this point on. All right. We have parking garages and apartment buildings that collapse when there isn't an earthquake. Real. I mean, honestly, that's real. What's up, Violent Femme? LOL, but in the West Coast, it was ho-hum? What do you mean? It's like when the West Coast experiences an inch of snow. Honestly, right. Like today we had hail in LA. It hailed today. Did we just like trade? Just wait for LA to get a few inches of snow, then we'll see. Yeah, no, I mean, when LA gets like multiple inches of snow, on the day that happens, everything will melt down, and then you can make fun of me too. It's great. It's fine. Hail is kind of scary. Hail is very scary. It was like little bit. It's like a little hail. It wasn't like, you know, fucking baseball size blocks of hail falling from the heavens, you know, but it was, you know, we got peppered with it a little.
Some minor effects. There were no immediate reports of serious damage. Leaders and officials quickly came out and told people not to worry.
Here in the state of New York,
We are masters of disasters. We know how to handle.
Masters of disasters. I'll plaster you with fucking. I'm a fucking spellcaster. Whoa.
this.
While air and rail travel were temporarily disrupted, most people went back to their daily routines. The last major East Coast earthquake came in 2011. It was felt from Georgia to Canada and damaged the Washington Monument. The U.S. economy is still churning out jobs and surprising the experts. The Labor Department reports a net gain of 303,000 workers in March, at least 100,000 more than expected. The unemployment rate dropped slightly to 3.8% thanks to the strong pace of hiring. In Iran today, the commander of the power...
I'll talk shit all day about, like, how many of those jobs are fucking, like, Uberized, Uberized markets, like Uberized jobs. How many of them are, like, jobs without, that are contracted and don't have benefits and blah, 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 blah. But it is interesting and always funny when this happens generally to see conservatives, like, being like, okay, like, the economy's good. Yeah, fine.
Powerful Revolutionary Guard vowed...
It's like, obviously, the average person is not experiencing, like, doesn't feel the benefits of that. The average person is still working. Like, you may have added all of these new jobs, but all of them are not paying enough. All of them are not paying enough. You know what I mean? So it's like, it only means something to the fucking analysts, the talking heads, the economists, to the people who really stand to benefit from the stock market. Yeah, you ain't creating jobs if they pay half as much as you need. 3 of them, yeah, and you need 3 of them to make rent. Exactly. Grapple, also called Sawtail or snow pellets. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I wonder what the underemployed rate is. Right, like, and how many of those jobs are held, like Celtic was saying, like, how many of those jobs, like, are jobs that, like, the second or third job for people. So yeah, and like, what industries are these jobs created in? Like, all of that is relevant. But like I said, it is fucking just, it is nice to see fucking, conservatives, like, shutting the fuck up. But still, the truth remains. I was dropping bangers back to back and chat wasn't working. Wait, what happened? Oh, for some reason, why is chat doing that? Why? That's weird. This is why New Yorkers freak out. Oh, you want me to be sensitive to New Yorkers? Fine, I'll be sensitive to New Yorkers. Wait, this guy sucks ass. Okay, this dude is such a reactionary fucker. I've liked some of his videos, but he's such a fucking reactionary. This guy. Yeah, no, I know. I just, listen, I get it. I just wanted to talk my shit. All right, listen, let me talk my shit. Let me talk my shit for a second, and then we get back to the reality where, like, I know it's scary, and obviously our infrastructure is shit, so there are real reasons to be afraid, especially now after post a rare earthquake when so much of your infrastructure is ass and so fucking old. It's highly likely now, especially post this 4.8 earthquake, I think it was, that things have shifted and moved around, and it's probably more dangerous, right, being in a high rise now than it was before yesterday, right? So yeah, you hurt my feelings. Fuck you. Hey, my building's falling over here. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. Hey. Sorry, let me talk my shit, bro. Like, fuck. East Coast, West Coast. I can't eat my gabagool. I slept through 4.8. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, let me talk my shit again real quick. Glue and crayons feels me. Bro, that's a fucking cakewalk for cakewalk if you're in California. All right, I'm done. I'm done talking shit. I'm done. I'm sorry, Violent Femme. I won't talk shit anymore.
Retribution against Israel for an airstrike in Damascus, Syria. It killed 7 Guard members, including
I had an
2
apartment
top
once
generals.
where I had an apartment once where I could see the daylight out of a crack and the bruh.
The threat came as thousands rallied in Tehran and called for Israel's destruction. And the leader of Lebanon-based Hezbollah, an Iranian proxy, warned that Iran's response is coming.
Like there is like it's gonna come any second now. Iran's gonna fucking do shit. It's like everybody's been doing shit to Iran, and Iran has been fucking like very restrained in all of its reactions. Like, dude. It's gonna happen anytime now. Iran's gonna do something. Like, y'all have been, dude. Stop. Holy shit. Hamas, Hezbollah. That's actually Iran. Hello. Fuck you.
Ukraine's military claims it carried out a major aerial assault inside Russia overnight, one of the biggest of the war. Officials say drones targeted an airbase in the Rostov region, destroying at least 6 Russian warplanes and damaging 8 others. Hours later, a barrage of Russian missiles forced Ukrainians in Zaporizhia to scramble for cover. The strike killed at least 3 people. There's word that
I've never experienced a hurricane, a forest fire, an earthquake, or a flash flood. Bruh, California's got all of that shit, though. The worst weather I seen was an ankle-deep snow, and the army was driving people home. Pussies, dude. Classic Europeans, man.
Austria is likely to become mostly ice-free in the next 45 years as climate change melts the country's glaciers. The Austrian Alpine Club reports that its measurements found all but one of Austria's 93 glaciers receded from 2022 to 2023.
Die Gletscher Österreichs kann man damit nicht mehr retten.
You can't save the Austrian glaciers anymore because the systems are too sluggish. That means their disappearance in the next decades is unstoppable. To prevent it, snow reserves in the higher elevations would have to start forming so that the glaciers could stabilize or maybe even grow. But it takes decades, and the time is already up.
The group says that the glaciers shrank nearly 80 feet on average last year compared to the year before. Back in this country, cleanup is underway in New England after an early spring storm brought heavy snow and fierce winds. At least 2 people were killed. Some parts of northern New England got as much as 2 feet of snow. Hundreds of thousands of customers across the region also lost power. Social media giant Meta has announced an expansive new policy on posts generated by artificial intelligence. Starting next month, all such videos, images, and audio on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads will be labeled, quote, made with AI. Digitally altered media may also be flagged if it's deemed especially deceptive. And on Wall Street, the strong jobs report fueled a rally. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 307 points to close at 38,904.
So it's like contains fucking gluten, made in a facility that also processes dairy products and nuts and tree nuts. Made with AI. Tofu, do you compile your playlist? I do. And if you ever want it, it's always right here. Dun, dun, dun. Wasn't an 8.1 earthquake when I was a kid? It lasted for over a minute and was terrifying. Damn. Jobs report just means we found more wage slaves. Right. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier is like one, I was saying, you know, it is nice to see like Fox News being like, huh, okay, fine, the economy is good, but like obviously this economy only serves, you know, people who stand to benefit from the stock market, obviously, which is like only like 10% of Americans or some shit like that, and disproportionately the upper, you know, upper class. Also, you know, how many of these jobs are contracted jobs, like Uberized jobs? How many of them pay less than a living wage? How many of them don't have benefits? How many of them are seasonal? How many of them are jobs that are the second and third job of an American? Like, there's a lot to consider there, but like, obviously, like I was saying earlier, economic analysts and stock market fucking freaks and, the talking heads on MSM, they like this kind of shit. If you see me on footage committing a heinous crime, I didn't do it, Your Honor. Huh? All right, let's keep it moving. Democracy right now.
Welcome to Democracy Now!,
DemocracyNow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. She's looking cool today in her fucking leather jacket. Let's go.
Israel says it'll open Gaza aid routes, including the northern Erez border crossing, after President Biden called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza in a phone call with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu Thursday.
A very stern phone call. Extremely stern. Oh my goodness, the temperature was so high in the White House, let me tell you. I'll tell you what.
U.S. policy will be determined based on Israel's actions to address the spiraling humanitarian disaster. Secretary of State Antony Blinken echoed the remarks as he spoke from the NATO headquarters in Brussels.
And with regard to our policy in Gaza, look, I'll just say this. If we don't see the changes that we need to see, there'll be changes in our own policy.
It's the most direct.
That's it. It is, like she's about to say, it is the most direct. Okay, like, all right. But like, no, not even a hint on what the policy changes might be. But we are seeing, like I said, like in my headline, my title says, war criminal Tony Blinken says that aid might not be enough. It is still rhetoric at this point, but it is a very dramatic shift in rhetoric, and we're going to talk about it more closely later.
Public warnings issued by the U.S. against Israel, but were not accompanied by any concrete action.
It's customary. Do it. We have to. What? Oh, fuck. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Blinken 182.
Clear the house. I don't know
Yeah, man.
Woman told my mother.
Oh my god, wait. Dude, I forgot that right off the bat. It's no! Right off the bat, he hits the fucking G, dude. He hit the, come on, man. So insane. The levels of cringe are unprecedented.
Israel from carrying out more killings. The confirmed death toll in Gaza has topped 33,000. Over 14,000 of those children. Thousands of others are unaccounted.
Also, listen, okay, all jokes aside, also unprecedented. Actually unprecedented, okay? The amount of children that have been killed since October. More children killed in Gaza since October than in all of the conflicts in all of the countries in the past 3 years. More than that, actually. I believe that is higher than that now.
The Washington Post reports the Biden administration Monday approved the transfer of thousands more bombs to Israel. The same day, Israeli airstrikes in Gaza killed 7 aid workers with the World Central Kitchen, including a U.S. citizen. Earlier today, Israel released its report on the killing, saying the attack was a serious violation of military procedures and blamed it on mistaken identification of the vehicle.
And they've been reprimanded. Stop being mean to us now. We said sorry, and we reprimanded them. We let them go. Like, okay.
The World Central Kitchen had coordinated with Israeli military officials and received clearance to travel on the route where it was attacked, and it's clearly marked.
And then we're going to look at this article here, and it'll be, like I said earlier, it'll be a good lesson, a good example of, you know, how to practice good media literacy. And how to a good lesson in how to identify the facts versus the spin. This article, I like glanced over it earlier before, like, getting ready for stream, and man, there's a lot of spin on this. If you look right at the fucking headline, you may be thinking to yourself, does this kind of like shift? Is this like shifting the blame on the World Central Kitchen as opposed to the IDF? Huh. Interesting. We'll look at it later.
WCK vehicles. It's demanding an independent investigation. Another video has emerged appearing to show Israeli forces shooting an unarmed Palestinian as he attempted to...
I mean, this is old. I won't show this, but this is from a few days ago. But yeah, we talked. I've mentioned this. That this is an example of how, you know, of how what happened to the 7 World Central Kitchen aid workers is not new. Like that is something that has happened quite a bit, actually. Like a lot actually. Hold on, let me pull up something on that. One sec. This right here. Israel has killed more aid workers in the tiny Gaza Strip. Yo, Hammer the RC1G, thank you so much for six months. I really appreciate it. Thank you for half a year support. Really appreciate it. Welcome in. Israel has killed more aid workers in the tiny Gaza Strip than have died in all of the countries in the rest of the world combined in any of the last 30 years. The orange, the dark orange, anyway, is all Gaza and the West Bank. This is just aid workers. You mean Hamas workers, right? Look at this. Look at this. This is not new. This is not the first time since October. This is not the first time since ever, right? Obviously, this has happened in the past too, right? See? But especially since October, look at this. You can't there's no way to there's no amount of reprimanding soldiers and apologies, literally fucking thoughts and prayers are going to fucking fix this and change this fact. Yeah, just a bunch of whoopsie doopsies.
Collect aid. The footage aired on Al Jazeera shows people retrieving airdropped aid packages in northern Gaza. One man is then singled out and shot as he was walking with an aid package. His lifeless body is then left to a pair of dogs.
Bruh. You, there's nothing you can tell me to justify this. I don't know How do you not see? How can you not see what's happening here?
Human rights monitor Euromed released a report this week that found Israel killed 563 Palestinians and injured over 1,500 as the Israeli military targeted distribution centers, workers, and civilians waiting for aid. The Palestine Red Crescent Society called for immediate action to halt the bloodshed.
Members of our teams were killed since the beginning of the war. Those dedicated heroes who lost their lives in service to others. We mourn the loss of our colleagues, our friends, and our loved ones. We cannot wait any longer. Civilians, humanitarians, and medical personnel must be protected and respected. The international community must take action now to end the suffering in Gaza.
Israeli airstrikes continue in Rafah, killing at least 2 children yesterday. Following the attack, survivors searched the rubble for signs of life.
If the world believes that what is happening in the Gaza Strip is because of what happened on October 7th, then this is a delusion, a great delusion. What happened indicates that there are significant plans that were put in place for the Gaza Strip, and the proof is that it is not possible that plans for displacement and starvation can occur overnight. America is providing some aid to us, and given to Israel military aid. They provide humanitarian aid to us, and then provide military aid to them.
I should put together a visual if there isn't like already one already. I'm sure somebody's done it, but like a visual comparison, excuse me, of the amount of defense aid that has been okayed and or sent to Israel compared to the amount of aid that has been, okayed and or sent to Gazans. Like side by side, like the dollar cost, the weight, like all of these things, like a visual representation of that, it would probably fuck up a lot of people's heads.
It is like they are saying, kill them, but nicely.
A new Human Rights Watch report finds an October 31st Israeli airstrike on a 6-story apartment building in central Gaza is an apparent war crime. Human Rights Watch released this video accompanying their findings.
Without warning, 4 munitions struck the building in the space of 10 seconds. The airstrike demolished the building and killed at least 106 people, including 54 children. Human Rights Watch's research found no apparent military target in or...
This is interesting, actually. Hold on. This right here. Israel is the largest cumulative recipient of U.S. aid. Look at that. Look at, it's more, oh my God. Like total, it's more than everybody else. Almost double Egypt and Afghanistan, the next biggest. Which Afghanistan, I have questions about this. The money, like Afghanistan's, as far as I know, and maybe there's been updates that I somehow missed. As far as I know, there's a lot of money from Afghani money that is frozen. I'd be really curious to know about where this is specifically. U.S. military aid to Israel has been consistent since the 1970s. Yeah, it was highest right there in the. But it's been consistently about 3.8 to like 4.2 billion. They have universal health care. And Americans don't.
Or near the building. The airstrike violated the laws of war and is an apparent war crime.
Human Rights Watch also urged Israel's allies, including the U.S. and European nations, to suspend arms transfers to Israel and back the International Criminal Court's investigation into likely war crimes. This comes as earlier today, the UN Human Rights Council adopted a resolution calling for Israel to be held accountable for possible war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza. A doctor at an Israeli field hospital for detained Palestinians said in a letter to government officials, quote, "We are all complicit in breaking the law," unquote, as they describe the horrific conditions for Palestinian
we talked about
patients.
this yesterday.
The doctor said patients at the Negev Desert facility regularly have their legs amputated because of handcuff injuries.
I shouldn't be showing this. But people have had to have their limbs amputated because of being hogtied. But you will only hear nonstop, actually, you will only hear about like unverified claims of like torture and sexual assault and like things like that, you know, against Israeli hostages. It's absolutely horrid. It's disgusting. Like you only need to go as far as, you know, the Israeli jail system's own records on administrative detentions and deaths, sexual assaults, all of these things. You can find verified claims of this.
And that prisoners are fed through straws, forced to defecate in diapers, and held in constant restraints. In occupied East Jerusalem, Israeli police fired tear gas to disperse worshippers after dawn prayers at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound earlier today, the last Friday of Ramadan. Israeli authorities have been restricting access to the holy site for Palestinians throughout Ramadan. Today also marks Al-Quds Day, an annual event to express solidarity with Palestinians in opposition to the Israeli occupation. Peaceful protests and other actions are taking place around the world, including in Pakistan, Yemen, Jordan, and the occupied West Bank. The Israeli military has halted all leave for its combat soldiers and drafted reservists amidst a possible escalation with Iran. Tehran has vowed to retaliate after Israel bombed the Iranian consulate in Damascus.
They have every... I hate this. I hate this. I fucking hate this. They have every right to, but I fucking don't want that. Nobody wants that. I don't want... Dude, this is... Israel is a rogue state and is the sole fucking entity increasing tensions in the region. They're gonna fucking bring us into war, dude, and it fucking scares me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Burb raid. What's up, you bunch of gay burbs? Y'all a bunch of gay burbs, you know that? Derogatory / yeah, you fucking heard me. I'm fucking you. I said what I said. I said what I said. That's right. Bit fruity. What's up, everyone? I hope you had a good stream. What were y'all up to? Thank you for the raid, Burb. How was your stream? You guys were just chatting. No Elden Burb today. Tofu famously homophobic. Is this like not known? Wait, what are we doing here? You were just being straight? Damn. That's also cringe. What if I told you that that's also cringe? What's up, everyone? What's up, Vefar? What's up, Panda? What's up, Supreme? I hope you had a good stream. What were you guys talking about? We're talking about, you know, we're just going through the headlines right now. Okay, we're about to finish. Well, we're halfway through Democracy Now! If you've been here before, you probably know that At the beginning of stream, we go over all the top US and world headlines from a few different outlets to get a good overall well-rounded view of what's going on. We watched the top 5 stories you need to know today from Reuters, top stories from Associated Press, the news wrap from PBS, and now we are, like I said, halfway through this Democracy Now! Video. And, you know, the news isn't very pog, as it tends to not be, so welcome in. Welcome in. Yo, Mr. Mumbles, thank you so much for the raid. Look at that, double raid. Hope you had a good stream. Shouts out Mr. Mumbles. What's up, what's up? We did a monster fuck list? I'm sorry, what? A monster fuck list and saw what makes us gay. Eating and showing emotion is gauge. Okay, so I knew this about showing emotion, but eating is a new one for me. Also, monster fuck list? Getting married is gay? That's true. Wait, I could have told you that. Doodle, not only is a monster fuck list gay, it's furry. Oh my goodness. Having sex with a woman is gay. Yeah, I've always known this. Why are you, as a man, having sex with women? Kind of fucking gay. A little weird. Anyways, welcome in, everyone. I'm Tofu, if you've never been here before. We talk about the news, you know, politics, and we do other stuff too. But mostly that. Today, I am a block of tofu in my real form, because, you know, it be like that sometimes. But usually I'm a flesh tuber. Welcome in. Licking vagina, also gay. Well, listen. Most things, really, if you think about it, are pretty gay. If you really think about it. Like, if you really think about it, most things that you do throughout your day are pretty fucking gay. Like, have you thought about it? No, you probably haven't. But now you might, so... did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon? Wait, okay. I'm going to start that sentence over again. Did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most gay? Oh, I can... You can't run from me. I am God. I see everything. Okay, I am literally God in this bitch. Okay, I know all things. You are not safe. What in the fucking world are... What? What? Huh? Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male, human, and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for humans? Not only are they in the field egg group, which is mostly comprised of mammals, Vaporeon are an average of 3 feet and 3 inches tall and 63.9 pounds. This means they are large enough to be able to handle human dicks. And with their impressive base stats for HP and access to acid armor, you can be rough with one. Due to their mostly water-based biology, there's no doubt in my mind that an aroused Vaporeon would be incredibly wet. So wet that getting sore... Wait, what? So wet that you could easily... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So wet that you could easily have sex with one for hours without getting sore. They can also learn the moves, attract, baby doll eyes, captivate, charm, and tail whip, along with not having fur to hide nipples. So it'd be incredibly easy for one to get you in the mood. With their abilities, water absorb and hydration, they can easily recover from fatigue with enough water. No other Pokemon comes close to this level of compatibility. Also, fun fact, if you pull out enough and you can make your Vaporeon turn white? Wait, why? Wait, what? Why would you want to? Why is this in there? Why is this included in this? I don't fuck with that part of the copy pasta. That's weird. Vaporeon is literally built. That's the copy pasta. I know it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is not an endorsement. Okay, my reciting of the copy pasta is not an endorsement of especially this last part here. All right, now I feel weird. Not like any of it is normal. It's true. I mean, listen, it made it more weird. Okay, it made it more weird. Okay, what is this? Is this TOS, Mr. Mumbles? I don't know. I don't know about this. This feels kind of TOS. I don't know. I'm not fucking around with this. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't clicking on that. Or I did click on it, but I'm not showing that. No. Because they absorb the fluid through their skin and turn the same color as a... Oh, okay. All right. Makes it less weird. Thank you. Thank you, Leary. It's less weird now. I appreciate that. Welcome in. What's up, 300 and what? Oh my goodness. Anyway. That does not make it less weird, Tofu. I was not being serious. I was not being serious. It's still weird. In fact, it is in fact still weird. All right. I'm sorry I didn't include a tone indicator. I thought I didn't need one. I thought I didn't need one. Please run ads. What? I actually do need to run ads soon. Let's get through this video, all right?
Syria Monday, killing at least 7 Iranian officers, including 3 generals. Israel's also blocking GPS across parts of Syria to disrupt missiles and drones. On Thursday, Netanyahu further escalated threats against Iran.
We will know how to defend ourselves, and we will act according to the simple principle that whoever hurts us or plans to hurt us, we will hurt them.
On Wednesday, the U.S., along with the U.K. and France, opposed a Russian-drafted UN...
Obviously, we'll be talking more, about all of these things later.
Security Council statement condemning the attack in Syria. Meanwhile, the leader of the Houthi movement said 37 people have been killed in U.S. and U.K. strikes on Yemen since the start of the war. The 2 countries have launched over 400 attacks on Yemen, despite President Biden admitting they would not resolve the issue.
Sarsec. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier when everybody came in. He said, it has me really worried. Like, it genuinely does. Despite all the progress we're making in pressuring the Brandon administration, to shift its rhetoric pretty dramatically, especially today, which we're going to talk about. While, obviously it is still rhetoric, don't get me wrong, but there's been a very strong shift in it that could possibly even lead to policy change. We have, no fucking clue because the State Department won't fucking give anything in regards to what that could possibly look like. But they are signaling to the rest of the party. You even have Nancy Pelosi joining a bunch of House Democrats, calling for immediate a halt to weapons deals and weapons transfers to Israel. This is the beginning of Like this is the beginning of it actually possibly stepping into the realm of policy. And that's because of all the progress we've been making in pressuring the current administration. However, if Israel continues to do its thing and continues to be the sole entity in the region, escalating tensions and drags gets a response from Iran, which would, be in their right to. It would be in their right to respond because that was an act of war that Israel did, committed on Iran and Syria, because that's where the embassy is located. These are unprecedented attacks. If this continues, if Iran responds, even if it is in their right, I hope they don't, because if they do, then the United States might get dragged into a conflict, and all of the fucking progress we've made in pressuring our administration to pressure Israel will have been lost, and we might actually find ourselves in a catastrophically worse situation, which I don't even know. It's horrible even trying to imagine what could be worse than 35,000 dead Gazans. But even more dead Gazans, and also a greater fucking conflict with involving multiple, large world powers. I heard that U.S. Said they wouldn't interfere with if Iran and Israel go to war, just trying to light the candle. I mean, everything that the United States says otherwise. That's the sole reason for that was the recent approval of the $18 billion F-15 sale that wouldn't actually be ready to ship for another 4 or 5 years. Is because of concerns around international rivals in the region and the security of Israel and thus obviously the United States interests in the region. So I don't know. I fear that Iran, a spiraling conflict would make it highly likely that members of the West got drawn into a greater conflict. And that's something that should be avoided at all fucking costs.
Forces targeting ships in the Red Sea to disrupt Israeli-linked trade. In California, activists blocked all entrances to Lockheed Martin's research campus in Sunnyvale, laying...
International conflict from Iran is scary in itself because they have nukes regardless of if the U.S. cares/intervenes. Right. Which is what I'm saying is even if the initial sparking of the combat or, a potential conflict doesn't immediately involve the United States or any other Western actors, both of these entities, both of these states are nuclear powers. Israel has nukes. Iran has, whatever, their weapons as well. So it's, yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all.
Down in the rain to prevent workers from entering. Lockheed Martin is the largest arms manufacturer and supplies Israel with F-35s, F-16s, Hellfire missiles, and other weapons Israel uses against...
I love your username. What an amazing username. Very wholesome. Welcome in.
Palestinians. At one point, a Lockheed Martin employee was filmed driving his car through a line of activists, nearly running them over before lashing out and yelling, "Somebody's going to die," while waving a knife. This is Christina Liu, an activist.
Imagine loving the taste of the boot so much that you attack protesters with a knife outside your employers because you want to go to work so bad. Especially given that your employer creates weapons of fucking war that kill children. Looney Luna, thank you for 9 months. Hey, Pipahi. Thank you for 9 months. Aborto in chat. Let's go. Thank you so much. And not to go to jail. Yeah, I mean, because like these are the priorities in our society, in American society, right? Like he's looked at as a hero by a you know what I mean? I'm just trying to go to work. You know, let me go to work. I want to work so bad. I love working for fucking Northrop Grumman or whatever the fuck. Was it Northrop Grumman? I don't fucking know.